Hey guys, it's Miss Hensel and Minnie, and we're in the hammock. We're ready for another story. So, let's set Minnie down. Relax. You're a good girl. And we're going to read a story, Katie and the Sunflowers. This is a story about a girl that looks at some of the Impressionist art, and Van Gogh's Sunflowers is the inspiration. And I was inspired by this because I got a great video with sunflowers from some students for teacher appreciation, and that inspired me to pick this book. All right, so Grandma was helping Katie plant seeds in the garden when it started to rain. Never mind, Grandma said, the rain will make everything grow. But what will we do instead, said Katie. Let's go to the museum, said Grandma. You always have fun there. So there she is, talking to Grandma. And it's raining. And then they arrived at the museum. Grandma sat down to rest. So Katie went off by herself to look around. The museum was full of warm, sunny paintings. Katie liked a painting called Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh. Ooh, Minnie over here. There you go. The sunflowers looked dry and crunchy and were full of seeds. I would love to grow seeds like these in my garden, said Katie. She reached into the painting, discovered she could touch them. How cool would that be if you could go to a museum and actually get inside the paintings? And there she is. All right. So Katie bumped the vase, and it wobbled and it fell out of the picture, spilling sunflowers and seeds all over the floor. Oh no, said Katie, I'd better clean this up before anyone sees. Just then, Katie heard giggling. She looked around, but there was no one else in the room. The laughter was coming from Breton Girls Dancing by Paul Gauguin, another artist. What's so funny, said Katie, climbing inside their painting. So here's where she knocked over the vase of sunflowers, and then here's the girls in the Breton Girls painting by Paul Gauguin. Katie saw that she was standing beside a farm. The three girls, Maisie, Musette, and Mimi, giggled and pointed at the mess Katie had made. You'll be in big trouble if anyone finds out, they said. Oh, I didn't mean to knock it over, said Katie. Will you help me clean up the vase? And there they are. She's asking for their help. And, too tired, said Maisie. We've been dancing all day, said Musette. Katie turned to Mimi. What about you? Only if I can bring Zazu, said Mimi, picking up her dog. I suppose it's all right, said Katie. Let's go. So they went through the frame and into the museum. So there they are, and she's trying to get them to help her. And then here's Mimi helping her getting through the painting and coming in the museum. All right, Mimi and Katie gathered up the sunflowers, but Zazu wanted to play. He snatched the flowers and ran off. How can we put the picture back together now, said Katie angrily. I'm sorry, mon ami, said Mimi. Let's try to catch him. Mon ami means my friend in French. They chased Zazu, but he was too quick for them. Suddenly, he took a flying leap toward Café Terrace at Night by Vincent van Gogh and disappeared inside. Katie and Mimi jumped in after him. So there they are, and he takes the sunflowers and runs off. And then here he is, taken off into the painting. So, Zazu refused to let go of the sunflowers. He darted between tables and chairs, bumping into them and sending plates and cups flying. Oh my goodness, he is making a big, giant mess. And there he is in the painting, making a disaster in the restaurant, knocking everything over with his sunflowers. Then he ran between the waiter's legs. Zut alors, cried the waiter, dropping a plate of pastries. He was very angry. He chased Katie, Mimi, and Zazu right through the frame and back into the museum. What are we going to do, gasped Mimi. I've got an idea, said Katie, spotting a painting by Paul Cézanne called Still Life with Apples and Oranges. Come on, I need your help. So there they are, waiters chasing them. And now there's another painting by Paul Cézanne with apples and oranges. Katie reached into the painting and grabbed one end of the tablecloth. She told Mimi to take the other end. Now pull, yelled Katie. The bowls of fruit tipped over and apples and oranges came tumbling into the museum, just as the waiter caught up with them. He slipped on the fruit, spun around till he was dizzy. Zut alors, he yelled again. I wonder where Zazu went, said Mimi. He must be here somewhere, said Katie, as they dashed away. So there's the grabbing the tablecloth for the painting by Cézanne. And now the waiter is falling on the floor. Mimi, sit down. Hey, la, said Mimi. I'll never find him and he will be lost in the museum forever. Wait, said Katie. I hear a dog barking. They followed the noise, and there at the end of the corridor was Zazu. He had dropped the sunflowers and was barking at the bright red dog in Tahitian pastorals by Paul Gauguin again. The red dog barked back, and Zazu jumped inside the painting. Your dog is nothing but trouble, Katie grumbled as they clambered in after him. So, all right, there they find him, and he's barking at the red dog in that painting by Paul Gauguin. Zazu and the red dog barked at each other, wagging their tails. Welcome to our island, the two beautiful women said. It was very peaceful. The breezes were full of the scent of flowers in bloom, and the sea gently lapped at the beach. Phew, said Katie. It's very hot here. Let's go wading. So here they are at the beautiful beach on the island with the girls. Sorry, Minnie just saw a neighbor walk by. Minnie. Just like the other two dogs barking, right? While Zazu and the red dog scampered on the beach, Katie and Minnie splashed in the sea. Zazu was digging furiously when all of a sudden he disappeared. Where is he gone? Said Minnie. Katie peered into the hole. It was very large, and at the bottom was Zazu, sitting on top of a big chest. Minnie and Katie moved him aside and slowly raised the lid. It was full of gold coins. Pirate treasure, said Katie, showing the women. What will you do with it? So there he is on the beach digging, and then they find the treasure. We have no use for money here. We have everything we could ever need, they said. You can have it if you like. Katie took a handful of coins and thanked the women. Then she, Mimi, and Zazu went through the frame and back into the museum. Katie quickly picked up the sunflowers before Zazu could grab them again. We'd better put these back, she said. Which way is it? I'm not sure, mon ami, said Mimi. I think we're lost. Then they saw Zazu sniffing at something on the ground. Sunflower seeds, said Katie. Zazu's left a trail of them. What a clever dog. I'm glad he came after all. So there's the ladies telling him to take the treasure. And then here they are back in the museum with Zazu. Right. So Mimi gathered Zazu up in her arms and they followed the trail of sunflower seeds back to the Cézanne still life. They carefully replaced the fruit and then they went on to the cafe picture by Van Gogh. The waiter was standing there with a piece of paper in hand. It is a bill, said Mimi, for the pastries we ruined. Katie dug in her pocket and took out the gold coins. Is this enough? She asked the waiter. Merci, he said, looking very pleased. You may eat here whenever you want. And he climbed back into his picture. Merci means thank you in French. So there we are. They're making everything right in the museum now. And there's the waiter. He's very happy now. All right. Katie and Mimi followed the seed trail back to the sunflower picture. Katie collected a few seeds from the floor, wrapped them in a tissue, and put them in her coat pocket. Then she carefully arranged the sunflowers in their vase. She said, almost as good as new, said Katie. Thanks for coming. She said, I'm glad I did, mon ami, said Mimi. It was fun. And she hopped into her picture with Zazu. Grandma was just waking up when Katie returned. Shall we see if it stopped raining, Grandma said. It hadn't, but Katie didn't mind. Rain is good for the garden, she said. It will make everything grow. And she's probably hoping for some beautiful sunflower seeds so she can have a beautiful sunflower maybe to make artwork out of. So that's my challenge for you guys this week. If you could make a picture that has sunflowers in it, that would be awesome. And you can upload it to your Artsonia account. You can send it to me in an email, or you can, what's the other way? Yes, you can, or you can submit it through your courses when you submit your artwork, and I will see it there. All right, guys, it's been awesome seeing you all. I miss you all very much. Minnie's right here. She is very tired today because we took a long walk, but she is never too tired to bark at people. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.